Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video this morning on Bitcoin. And we can be a little bit more positive about Bitcoin. We'll be that in this video and I'll tell you why. But ultimately the price is still at the same levels as yesterday, which was expected. I mean, yesterday we already spoke about the fact that usually when you have such a major liquidation event, which we had yesterday, regardless of whether you and I got liquidated, a lot of capital was wiped out. You can see that still right here, the open interest is still incredibly low, right? I mean, at this point of time, the open interest for Bitcoin is still at the same prices as Monday, the 8th of September, when the price was lower. So that's a bit bullish, but ultimately the price has still been stable. However, one of the things that I like, and one of the things that I spoke about yesterday in a video as well, is something I would have liked to see, was some sort of a spike down to create a bullish divergence, right? And that is what we did. As you can see, we spiked down once more towards 111.6 thousand. And we created a bullish divergence there. I can show you right here. Yeah, I can show you right here. RSI made higher lows while the price made lower lows. And then the volume was also lower during that move. But that's also where the problem comes in and why I'm still not completely sold on this being the bottom. Although I must say, and that's also what I said yesterday, based on my research of liquidation spikes like these, and based on my thoughts about the markets, not only the crypto markets, but also the general financial markets, which I show you that almost every single day. So I don't think I need to show you again today. But those are strong, those are bullish. So based on that, I do think this is the bottom, right? I do think we are forming a local bottom right here. Maybe we'll have another spike down if we really want to go for the 3 drive pattern. But that seems unlikely, and usually the second drive also is a little bit deeper. So if we go for the second drive right here, you might as well turn bearish. But no, I mean, like I said, for those reasons, I do think this is a local bottom. We've gotten more bottom confirmation with that bullish divergence. The thing is that most of it was with relatively low volume. During the Asian session this time around, the volume was incredibly low, which is completely different from Monday. And now in the European session, we're getting some volume back into the price, which is good, I guess, but it's not enough for me to conclude that this is definitely a local bottom. For that, in my opinion, we need to reclaim 113.4 thousand. That's the value area high that we created yesterday. Just above there, you also have a single print, but I would say 113.4, maybe 113.5. Reclaim that with volume and we're good to go. Now, do I expect that? Yes, I do think we'll be able to do that, and I do think that with that move, we'll be able to get a move back into this level right here, let's say around 115,000, which was a very strong support level, but that also means it's a high liquidity zone. We have some major confluences there. That also means that I have to, even though it's not that high up, I have to say that's my next price target. It's just such a strong level that I need to see how we react to that level first before I would tell you that I would expect prices to rally higher. So this is what I do expect, but do I expect it today? I'm not certain. Tuesday is normally not that much of a momentous, I'm not sure if that's a word, but usually the momentum on Tuesday is actually not that high. We have a Jerome Powell speech later today, which is always a little bit tricky, of course. So therefore, I'd maybe say that I do expect that, but I think today, or at least the majority of today, we'll still see some volatility within this tight range we formed right now between 112,000 and 113.4. And then eventually, I think we'll be able to break and rally into that level around 115. And then from there, honestly, I expect some resistance, but I do think we'll be able to reclaim that resistance, I think we'll be able to reclaim that level 115,000 after finding resistance. But I'll keep you updated on that. That's what I think you need to know for now. The Jerome Powell speech, by the way, I'm not certain if that's going to matter, but it could bring about some volatility. That's at 4:35 UTC. All right, just so you know. But those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.